CrowdStrike outage that led to a meltdown for airlines may be over, but people are still frustrated with how companies handled the flight schedules.
Yeah, and the federal government is now investigating how Delta handled the situation. Fox 43's Jackie DeTore finds out what your rights are in terms of refunds and reimbursements.
The sound of a flight taking off is what thousands of people did not hear when an IT outage canceled and delayed thousands of flights for days. People who have to deal with this mess do have rights. The Department of Transportation has a sort of Bill of Rights for passengers. It states that people can get a refund if your flight is canceled and you decide to not take another flight. This refund should come the same way you paid. Now, we know issues like the CrowdStrike outage can make these moments tense. So if someone says you can't get a refund or only offers you a voucher, do not take it. Instead, file a complaint with the DOT and dispute the charge with your credit card company. This applies to all flights that land or take off from the United States. But if your flight is significantly delayed and just keeps getting pushed back, there is not a federal rule that requires the airline to compensate you, at least not yet. Earlier this year, the DOT updated the rule to give passengers even more rights. It defines a significantly delayed flight as 3 hours domestically and 6 hours internationally, along with some other protections about layovers and seating assignments. The biggest change is that this rule would require refunds to be automatic by the airline, meaning you wouldn't have to spend time on the phone or in line requesting your money back. You would just get it. Unfortunately, that rule is not in effect yet and likely won't be fully in effect until spring of next year. Now, there have been some lawsuits to stop that rule, but travel industry experts say they don't think those cases will stick, mostly because what they're pushing back on has nothing to do with this scenario.
The government wants airlines to put all the fees up front when you search for a flight, and the airlines say it's just really not. There's no way to make that happen seamlessly. So that's where the fight really is right now.
Now, a question a lot of people are asking is, will airlines compensate me for my time? People had to pay for things like extra meals, hotels, rental cars. So can they get that money back? The answer is maybe. There is no federal rule on this right now. Now, that could change, and there's a proposal to do so. It's just not currently in effect right now. But this is also a public relations nightmare for some airlines, and they want to keep your business. My advice in this situation, keep all of your receipts and ask the airline to reimburse you for every dollar you spent from the moment you found out your flight was delayed or canceled. Now, there have already been instances where Delta is reimbursing people for things right now, and Southwest did the same thing when they had a tech issue back in 2022. So in the end, it can't hurt to ask. And if you have a consumer story or scam that you want me to look into, Fox 43 wants to find out, let me know. Email Fox43 Finds Out at fox43.com or join the Fox 43 Finds Out group on Facebook.